Hi Scorpios, Sun, Moon and Rising, and welcome to this Axis reading for the month of October of 2025. If you are a cross watcher, you're more than welcome. I'm very excited because I am a Scorpio rising myself and I can't wait to see what is going to come out for us. But I just wanted to remind you before we start that all the rest of the other readings, so general, twin flame and love readings for all signs for October are already out. They are down below, and also at the end of the video you will see appearing the playlists. But without further ado, my beautiful Scorpios, let's have a look. So we are starting with the energy oracle cards, and we are going to see which kind of energy does your ex have towards you in the month of October. Now, this doesn't have to be the very last ex. This is the ex that you're thinking about, that you came to this reading for. Okay, so please, angels and guides, show us which kind of energy does this particular ex towards their Scorpio right now. Please, let's have a look. Healer of all ages. This just came out as well for Libras. So if you have got Libra's Sun, Moon or Rising, please go and listen to that reading as well. But apart from that, also, wherever you've got Libras or not, go and listen to your other position, Sun, Moon or Rising, for this reading, so you will get a much broader understanding of what is happening with your ex. And also please comment below and let me know, Scorpio, is it your Sun, your Moon or your Rising? Now let's get back to this. So your ex energy towards you, it's definitely an energy of healing. Now it depends how the breakup happened. Was it a bad breakup? Was it a friendly breakup? Was it a lot to be forgiven and forgotten? Now I know that Scorpio, Sun, Moon or Rising, we are extremely loyal. We are extremely understanding as well, but when we close, we close. Did you, as a Scorpio, reach the point where you said enough, it's enough, and that was it? Okay, please comment and let me know if you reached that point with this particular ex, whatever it was during the breakup or immediately after. But I'm sensing here that your ex really wants healing. If you're not in speaking term, they would love to speak to you again. They would love to mend that bridge, that gap. There is this energy of really feeling that they would love so much to hear from you again. And do you understand? That is the feeling I'm getting. Now let's see your energy, our energy, Scorpio, towards the ex in October. And here we've got the seat. This card came out on the same position, so from the sign I was reading for towards their axis for Leo. If you've got Leo's Sun, Moon or Rising yourself, please go and listen. Not if your ex is a Leo, well, you can go and listen as a cross watcher, but if you have a position of Sun, Moon or Rising in Leo, that would be your reading as well. So the seat, the way that we are feeling and thinking about this particular ex is that there has been a lot of deceit during, at the start, in the middle and at the end of the connection of the relationship. For some reason I feel that we have left, or we have swept a lot of things under the rug in the way that nothing was not seen. We saw everything, every single time that there was a lie, every single time that there was a little deceit, whatever, big or small, but we left it go a bit because of the fact that we knew about it anyway. In the way of saying to ourselves, okay, let it slide. I know that this is not true, and I'm just keeping it there. If all of this becomes too much, then I will completely sever everything. It was like as if we were filling up a jar of their actions, their words, or whatever that they were deceiving. And do you understand? Now, I don't know. Again, I repeat, it could have been you that broke up with them or vice versa. It doesn't really matter. But at this very moment in time, this is the energy that we have towards them. Now, let's see what is the connecting energy. What is the connecting energy between Scorpio, Sun, Moon, and Rising, and their axis? And here we've got blossoming abundance. Here I'm very curious now to go and see the main bulk of the reading because it's going in a strange direction. In the way of the universe is like saying, listen, here there is a possibility of things starting out of the blue to reconnect. And here I am very drawn to the number 3, and I wouldn't be surprised if in the month of March something will happen. So also in the springtime, blossoming abundance, 3 month of March, where you are going to see or you are going to hear from them again. Okay? Or if you know already that there is a possibility because there is some kind of, I don't know, festival, I'm just giving you an example, or party or things supposed to happen in March, or there is something about the month of March. So let's have a look here. Now we are going directly onto the main reading, and it's from the axis point of view. Okay, so please, angels and guides, please show us what is Scorpio's ex thinking about, feeling. What is Scorpio's ex feeling at a subconscious level for their Scorpios in the month of October of 2025? Let's have a look. And here we got the 8 of Swords. So at the subconscious level here, we've got an ex that feels that can't, 2 things, well, more than 2. But let's start with this. First of all, they can't get us out of their mind. That's it. Subconsciously, it's constant. Okay? Now, we'll have to see then if this feeling, it has already, has already risen to their consciousness, if they are aware of it or not. But it's really moving their emotions at a subconscious level. If they're not aware of this, it would result on them feeling very emotionally unsettled. Maybe they don't understand what the real reason is to feeling so unsettled, to feeling that something is missing. But the reason is because at a subconscious level, they are constantly thinking about us as their exes and the lack of. Okay, now the other thing here is that for some of them, if they are in another relationship at the moment, they wouldn't know how to districate themselves and they feel trapped. Like it's a mindset. Okay, and also I strongly sense that because there is an underlying feeling of fear from them towards us. How am I going to approach my Scorpio Sun, Moon, or Rising again? Okay, so it's very complex, but it all makes sense. Okay, now let's see what do they feel for us at a conscious level in the month of October. And here we got the Strength card. Definitely they see us very, very strong. That we are capable of standing our ground, even though they have seen the nurturing, the depth of the nurturing and the depth of the emotions that we can also give. Okay, empathy, loyalty, and all of that. It's so deep, so strong, but it's also strong in the way that we stand our ground. If we say that's it, that's it. We don't turn our head to look back. Now let's see, what do they think about us in October? And here we've got the Five of Swords. They think that we will actually chop their head off. Again, please, this is not really, it's only a way of saying things. Of course, that is not that, but in the way of saying that they think that it would be a battle for them to be able to get anything out of us again, or even getting close. And here they know that we would be the one standing as victorious, So let's see, how did they take the breakup when it happened? So let's have a look. And here is the Fool. Yeah. Great, I'm jumping into a new life, into a new relationship, everything new, everything great. They didn't count about this. You see, what happened is that doesn't really matter how long or how little you were together, or if you were only dating, only is not, dating or not dating. If you got close, the energies were really powerful, because when we allow ourselves to get close to someone, we do it with such a depth that the other person feels the energy, whatever they're conscious of it or not, and it stays, Now here, let's go back to how did they feel when the breakup happened. Great. Not only freedom, it's like more like, I am going into a new direction, I'm trying something new, now I needed a bit of fresh air, this is what I needed, that kind of energy, without thinking, okay, I'm doing this, but I can't get back. As you see here, if I jump down that cliff, there is no way for me to come back up. When I realize that I am not finding what my Scorpio was giving me. Let's see, how are they living now without us? So how is their life going, knowing that we are not there? And here is the Princess of Cups. So for some of them, it could be that they're living their life with someone, if they are in another relationship, that is kind, that is supporting them, but they don't have the depth. The Princess, it's a kind energy. And Cups, yes, definitely, this person that they're with could really be kind to them and trying to do, showing them love, but it's not with the depth, it's not with the emotional maturity, it's not with that shoulder that they could lean on as they have done in the past. Okay, let's see what they are thinking of doing next about us. So this X, what is thinking of doing about Scorpio, Sun, Moon, and Rising? The Magician. They want things to change. If they could, they would just make it all go back to how it was before. They would just transform themselves and actually just teletransport themselves right in front of you if they could. I am sensing this need, this want, this desire of going back in time, of really erase from the moment that they said it was over, if it was them, or the day that the breakup happened, and restart from the day before. Now let's see why this is what they're thinking. And here is the Six of Pentacles. Because what there has been between you, between us and them, they have never felt it. There was this exchange. This exchange that really helped them ground themselves as well. Even though it was so deep that maybe this was the reason why then they felt the fool, like, oh, okay, now the breakup happened, and something free, or I'm going to get into a relationship that is lighter. But it's not a matter of being lighter, it's a matter of feeling things deeply. And now they're missing that. Now they're also understanding that what they felt at a certain point as to be too deep, it was actually what it was helping them being understood by us and being supported by us. There is a lot of regrets here. There is a lot of regrets, and there is a lot of I wish I could go back. I wish this time without my Scorpio would just disappear. I would do it all differently. Okay, so my fellow Scorpios, Sun, Moon, or Rising, I really enjoyed doing our reading. If you would like a private reading with me, all of the details is below. You will see appearing the link to my website. Also below, there is all of the links to the other readings for the month of October. Please let me know in the comments if you're Scorpio, Sun, Moon, or Rising. And don't forget to go and check all of the other position that you have in your natal chart, so you will get a much broader vision about your ex and what they're up to and what is going on in their mind for the month of October. Okay, so thank you so very much for being here with me, and I'll see you soon. Bye bye.